took me a long time to decide to marry Paula. Our first date was in the middle of October, and I didn't ask her to marry me until the end of November, 6 whole weeks. If I had it to do again, I wouldn't have waited so long. She is my heart and she is my life. Every day on my morning walk, I recite my wedding vows to her out loud. I, Mark, take you, Paula, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until we are parted by death. This is my solemn vow. And if she happens to be out doing her morning run while I'm doing my morning walk and we pass each other, I yell those vows at her again. Our wedding was many years ago, but the celebration continues to this day. In my sermon last week, I said that 2 women have made me the priest and the person that I am. One of them is my daughter, and I talked about that last week. Today, I want to talk about my wife's influence on me as a person and as a priest. If you and the other churches I've served over my career appreciate what I have done as a priest, then you all owe Paula a huge debt of gratitude. She has made my priesthood what it is. I'm your pastor, but she has been mine. My colleagues in ministry are fine, but I've never confided much in them, and I have certainly never confided in a bishop, since in our system, bishops really are more supervisors than they are pastors. Paula has been my pastor, my priest, my counselor, and my wisest friend. The support she has given me has gotten me through some tough passages in my work. But in addition to the support, she has taught me and demonstrated for me 2 really important lessons. And these lessons can help anyone. First, she has taught me about listening. She is a deep and sympathetic listener. She listens much more than she talks. That's a gift she gives me, and it's valuable beyond measure. And it's a gift we can all give to the people we care about. Everyone needs someone to listen to them, to care about what is on their heart and on their mind. Back in the 12th century, there was a man named Aelred of Rievaulx. He was a monk, he was an abbot, and he was a great spiritual author. He had this to say about friendship. What happiness, what security, what joy to have someone to whom you dare speak on terms of equality as to another self. One to whom you need have no fear to confess your failings. One to whom you can entrust all the secrets of your heart. Paula has been that person for me, as I hope I have been for her. And I hope you have such a person in your life, and that you are such a person for another. Paula also exemplifies the wisdom of the old proverb, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. That's my wife. She gently lets it go when people deserve criticism, or at least when I think they deserve criticism. And that applies to me too. I know she holds her tongue when I mess up far more often than she lets on. She thinks I don't know that, but I really do. Listening, deep and thoughtful listening, is her first lesson for me. And the second lesson is related. She is all about kindness. I've lived with this woman 44 years, so I know her better than anyone does. She can't really hide much from me. And I will tell you that she is the kindest person I have ever known. And not only that, she teaches me to be more kind as well. The best example I can think of is one some years ago now when I was deciding whether or not to make a pastoral visit. A fringe member of our church was in a rehab unit up in Syracuse. Now, this was not someone who was a regular attender of St. Mark's. Should I visit and offer some prayers? It meant a lot of time, driving north 60 miles, spending a couple of hours, driving back 60 miles, and there would be the expense of gas for the car and the wear and tear on the car. When I told Paula I was thinking this over, she said, well, you know, kindness is never wasted. That settled it. I made the visit, and I was glad I did. Kindness is never wasted. She has taught me that lesson in so many ways, not just with what she says, but with what she does. So those are the two really important life lessons I've learned from my best friend Paula. Listen and be kind. Thus, one of my mottos is this: be kind. Everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle, so bring good cheer and a listening ear. Now, I have a pet name for my wife. Our last name, of course, you know, is Giroux, which ends in O-U-X. So I call her Poux, P-O-U-X. My grandchildren like this name so much, they don't call her Grandma. They call her Poux as well. It sounds like Winnie the Pooh, which my Paula has always loved, but it's the French-Canadian version, P-O-U-X, Poux. Poux is my life, and she is my heart. She's also my teacher. So, before I retired, I wanted you to know what Poux has meant in my work for you as your priest. Be a listener and be kind. That is the gospel according to St. Paula. That is the Tao of Poux. Try it.